New Claude Cowork. AI agent is insane. You're wasting hours on tasks that could take minutes. Organizing files, processing receipts, creating documents from scattered notes, all manual, all tedious. And while you're clicking through folders, someone else just delegated it to AI and moved on to actual work. Anthropic just dropped something that changes everything. Claude can now work directly on your computer. Hey, I'm Hada, and today we're breaking down Claude Cowork. This isn't another AI chatbot that gives you advice you have to manually implement. This is an AI agent that actually does the work for you. We're talking about organizing hundreds of files while you grab coffee, creating spreadsheets from receipt screenshots while you're in another meeting, building presentations from your messy notes without you touching a single slide. So what exactly is Claude Cowork? Anthropic noticed developers were using Claude Code for way more than coding. Vacation research, slide decks, email cleanup, even recovering wedding photos and monitoring plant growth. They realized they had a general-purpose AI agent disguised as a coding tool. The problem? It required a command line terminal that scared away non-technical users. So they built Cowork in about 10 days. Same powerful capabilities, friendly interface, no terminal needed, just point it at a folder and tell it what you want done. Cowork launched as a research preview on January 12, 2026. Initially, it was only available to Max Plan subscribers who pay between $100 and $200 per month. But just 4 days later, on January 16th, Anthropic expanded access to Pro Plan subscribers at $20 per month. That's a huge deal, because now way more people can actually test this out. Right now, it only works on macOS through the Claude desktop app. Windows support is planned, but no official timeline yet. Here's how it actually works. You download the Claude desktop app, click on the Cowork tab in the sidebar, select a folder on your computer that you want Claude to access. Then you just describe what you want done. Claude analyzes your request, makes a plan, breaks it into subtasks if needed, and executes everything in a virtual machine environment. It can even coordinate multiple work streams in parallel. The finished outputs go directly to your file system. And here's the key difference from regular chat. You don't have to sit there waiting. You can queue up tasks and let Claude work through them while you do something else. Come back later, and the work is done. When I first started exploring AI agents like this, I was overwhelmed. There are so many tools, so many claims. It's hard to know what actually works versus what's just hype. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations, not theory, not speculation, just people actually using these tools and reporting back on results. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. The security setup is solid. Cowork runs in a virtual machine using Apple's VZ Virtual Machine Framework with hard isolation. Claude can only access folders you explicitly grant permission to, can't touch system files or anything outside that sandbox. But Anthropic is transparent about risks. Claude can delete files if instructed to. And there's still the risk of prompt injection, where malicious content could manipulate Claude's behavior. They built defenses, but acknowledge it's still being developed. Be careful about which folders you give access to. Let me show you some real use cases that people are already using. File organization is probably the most immediately satisfying one. Your downloads folder is probably a mess. Hundreds of files with names like screenshot_2034.png. Random PDFs, documents from 6 months ago. Just chaos. With Cowork, you select that folder and say, organize my downloads by project and date. Claude scans every file, analyzes the content, reads the metadata, and sorts everything into logical folders. People are reporting Claude organizing hundreds of files without breaking a sweat. It renames files to something that actually makes sense, groups related documents together, creates folder structures that match how you actually work, all automatically. Receipt processing is another huge one. If you've ever had to do expense reports, you know the pain. Take a photo of each receipt, open a spreadsheet, manually type the date, vendor, amount, category. Repeat 50 times. It's mind-numbing. Cowork changes this completely. Drop all your receipt screenshots into a folder. Tell Claude to create an expense report. It extracts the vendor name, total amount, currency, and transaction date from each receipt, creates a formatted spreadsheet with proper columns. One important note, though, Claude can struggle with dates sometimes. In testing, it occasionally produced incorrect dates, so the best practice is to be very explicit in your instructions. Tell Claude if the date is unclear, mark it as unknown instead of guessing, and always verify the numbers before submitting anything official. Document creation from scattered notes is where things get really interesting. Most of us have notes everywhere, some in Notion, some in Apple Notes, some in random text files on the desktop. When you need to write a report or create a presentation, you spend half your time just hunting down all the pieces. Cowork solves this. Point it at a folder with all your notes and documents. Ask it to create a summary or first draft. Claude reads through everything, connects the dots, pulls out key points, identifies open questions, notes decisions that were made, lists next actions. It can even create citations by referencing the source file names. You go from scattered chaos to a structured document in minutes instead of hours. Presentation creation is another standout capability. Claude can access folders that contain your brand assets, company-style guides, previous presentations. Then it builds an entire branded slide deck automatically. Need it more visual? Just say, "Make this more visual," and Claude iterates on the design. Want lighter language and emojis? Same thing. It adjusts without you rebuilding from scratch. People are using this for client pitches, internal reports, training materials. The time savings are massive. Browser automation is where Cowork really starts to feel like science fiction. When you pair it with Claude and Chrome, it can navigate websites and complete workflows. Let me give you a real example. Someone used Cowork to auto-log in to PostHog, extract key metrics, download the CSV file, and generate visual insights, all without touching the mouse. Another person had Claude repurpose long-form videos into short clips for social media, resize for platform-specific formats, add captions, export multiple versions, then post directly to LinkedIn. The entire content distribution workflow automated. And here's something really cool. Cowork can learn workflows by watching you do them once. You record a sequence of actions, navigate to a website, copy some text, submit a prompt to another tool, download the result, save that as a reusable skill. Now Claude can repeat that exact workflow on demand. This is huge for repetitive tasks that don't change much but eat up tons of time. Content generation, asset creation, data entry, all the boring stuff that keeps you from doing the work that actually matters. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working? What's not? Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. The community shares workflows, troubleshoots problems, tests new tools together. It's the fastest way to go from confused to confident with these tools. Bottom line on Claude Cowork. This is real, not perfect. Still a research preview with rough edges, but the core capability is there, an AI agent working directly with your files and completing tasks autonomously. If you're on Mac and willing to spend $20 a month for Pro, it's worth testing. Start simple. Build your skills. Learn what works for your workflow. This category of AI agents isn't going away. It's just getting started. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, let me know what AI tools you want me to cover next. And if you try Cowork, share what you used it for. I want to hear real results from real people. See you in the next one.